Tries to get away from Newman and looks up and over the back, and there's that Longy just breaking in. Good job there from Jordan Nelson, and Nelson under immediate pressure from Ryle Custerman. Custerman just manages to get the ball out under pressure and kicks up here to Michael Wallace, and doesn't he look a fine specimen, Wallace, in the Queensland team. Goal scorer for the week. He's got a few couple, Mike. So it's good to see him out there running around with the Queensland boys. And ball up with Fonseca. Cody Watts, just a save, body save, looks at the outlet. And this is where they, South Australia have been dominating, as Waller just finds his way down, looks inside and finds there, and Custerman gets one on the board. And don't they love it when the Longies get transition ball and get a shot on cage, and Ryle Custerman, that would be his first state goal, I believe, as a long stick, and it's good to see, and isn't he happy? He's a big smile on his face as Custerman comes to the bench, and but with the pace of Ryle, he certainly gets down there. He's been running around in that Australian program for about the last year as one of the young up-and-coming stars of lacrosse. And certainly all that training with the Australian team has shown up. And Briggs again, they're going to have to try and find an opportunity here as kicks over the other side. Bang, top shelf. And Nathan Twist getting on the board. And they're just starting to do this a little bit easy in this first quarter. South Australia now out to a 7-0 lead. And just got to find a way to stop the man in the middle here. And Spencer Drinkle is in the middle, up against Briggs. But you get first use out of the middle in any lacrosse game. You certainly control the game. As Briggs just flicks that one straight out to Henry Haskett, and Henry Haskett just kicks it there to Newman. That is Benji Newman. And he will come to the bench. Ball down the back with Pike. Kicks it to Bartlett. I think Bartlett got 8 against Queensland the first time that they played up on field 2 on the first day. So Toddy with 8 and 2, I believe. Just looking to potentially find his way onto the scoreboard again. Nickel looks inside, just throws the ball down. A great pickup from Twist, but fires that one over the top. And Twisky just needs to get the sights set a little better there. Ball down the back with Pike. He drives. Brings it up, looks inside, kicks the other side to Haskett. Henry Haskett, little turn. He's got Wilder on him. And he fires that to the left of the cage. Not troubling the keeper there. And Henry Haskett just loosening the arms. So ball down the back now, Nickel. Nickel runs, looks up, finds Haskett again. Haskett kicks it over to Bartlett. Bartlett down to Pike. And down to the back we go to Evans. Evans already has a couple for the game. Ball being driven, looks, fires, and Nickel again. Just getting their hands loose and top side of these defenders at the moment, but just not making the keeper make a save. And but they're having their opportunities. So ball down the back with Pike, with Nickel. Nickel just beats his man again, top side. Good save there from the keeper. And Harrington just getting one there. Ball flicked up and off, and goes straight into the stick of Twist. Twist looks up as just a little bit of settle here from Evans. And Evans will bring the ball down the bottom. Kicks the ball over here. Pike. Up to Bartlett. And Haskett. He looks to try and create something. Nice cut there from Nickel. Great cut from Nickel. Just might have, by the time he received that, been past that point of the good shooting spot. But Pike gets around. He got MVP yesterday, and there's one in the back of the cage. And just doing it a little at ease at the moment here, South Australia. And that's Pike's second. And 30 seconds to go in the first term here. And I'm sure Queensland will want to have a chat about what they can do to just try and slow this up a little as we see Drinkle back in the middle. So Garrett at 100% at the moment and still at 100%. And Briggs looks down, hits Twisk, finds Custerman. He wants another one. He's got 30 seconds and he's staying in offense. He's already got one, the longie, and he could have an opportunity for another one. But on the backside there, we see Pike with a beautiful cut and a great feed there from Evans. Gets an assist for that one, and that's Australian lacrosse at its best there, the cutting game and putting it away. And Ed gets his third for the quarter and third for the game. And South Australia just going about their work here at the moment. And they're going just slightly uphill too. So limited time left in this quarter. Briggs. Just flicking it to himself. He's got a string on that ball, I think, at the moment. And time's about to run out for the first quarter. And there we go. Big first quarter from South Australia, and all starting from Garrett Briggs in the face-off, giving first opportunity every time there. And South Australia just showing why they were the #1 seed coming into this game. They certainly found the back of the net, but they have turned the ball over a couple of times, so there's always some work to be had. And they are going to have to talk about that as they come into this, well, looking like the championship game now, but 9-0 is the score, and I might go through the goal scorers while we're at the quarter time break. We've got Brody Nicol with 1, Custerman with 1, Ed Pike with 3, Dan Evans with 2, and a beautiful assist there too. And Ollie Walsh with 1 and Twisky with 1. So all of the offensive players getting their groove on. And it's I'll tell you what, I'm getting my groove on because it's not raining here at the Sturt Lacrosse Club, and I'm sure hopefully that's the last that we've seen of it, and the field can just start to do what it does best and recover. And we might just have a look at a couple of the replays here from the last couple of goals. So, and Briggs came out there, just looked across and popped it away there. And then down the back, we saw the drive. A little around the corner, just gets inside, and Pike just puts that one away. And as you can tell, very SA dominated that quarter, and great little cut there, and pops that one away as well. So SA certainly have come to play, and they've come to tick the boxes here. Have SA, and they will head to the into the start of the second quarter with a 9-0 lead, and I think Briggs is about 9-0 on the face-offs at the moment too. And they've sent young Sean Philippa into, so they've taken a 7 off and they've put 77 off and put 7 in. So it must be a 7 thing in the face-off. So young Sean Philippa into the face, up there against Evans. Taylor, sorry. So Taylor up against, and ball to be won. And that's going to be a win to Queensland in the face. Kicks it down to Wada. Wada looks inside. He's got Nelson on his left. Takeshi Wada is being guarded there by Lewis King. Wada, a little bit of right, a little bit of left. Comes back on his right. Got up the top there to Fonseca. And Fonseca, he wants to go back down to X. That must be his preferred driving spot. He's taken the shorty down there in Filippa, who plays pretty good defence just quietly. So Fonseca, as the flag height comes up, I tell you what, Shane Abbott's come to play today. That one is just about tickled as the second one, not so good. But the first one certainly had a lot of height in that. So we've got... So we're going to have a cross-check there to Sean. And we're going to have a 30-second interference there to Fonseca. So with the time in play, 1 minute against 30, Queensland will retain the ball. So, but they will be even for 30 seconds, and then Queensland will have the opportunity for a man up for 30 seconds. Ball kicks up to Wallace. He doesn't mind, but he's up against Weber, who's had an outstanding tournament so far with the long stick as Weber. And ball to be won here. So opportunity here, but still an opportunity. Ground ball to be won as the penalty's released, and Newman picks the ball up. He's used to this ground as a Sturt Lacrosse club player, but I'll tell you what, didn't give Twisky any love at all. And just throws that bounce pass. And Newman turns it over. So there's going to be an opportunity here for Fonseca to try and run past Twisky. And he does that pretty easy, but he comes up to Silky. Kieran. And ball back up the top here to Taylor. So South Australia will play some defence. So ball there to Brody Shield. Brody Shield kicks the ball down to Beck. And Wada looks to drive, looks to fire, across the face. Picked up there by Queensland. Back up the top. Fonseca just gets past K-Man, but K-Man with a great trail check. And I tell you, there's he loves to score. Coming down here, he looks inside of Filippa. Filippa picks it up, looks inside of Kieran Sandow. And Silky, he got his name for a reason, and puts that one away. And a great job there from Weber, but a great trail check there from Kesavan Subramaniam. And Weber just taking it down. Found Sean. Good pass down. And Kieran Sandow gets on the board for his first. And South Australia on the board for the second quarter. So ball back to the centre. See the long stick in Benjamin Newman in there. And ball to be won. Great grab from Nickel. Nickel will just take it down to X. And back down to the goal scorer in Sandow. So up the top to Twisk. Gets it to Waller. Jack Waller drives, looks for, or opened his hands up there. He probably could have let one go there, but decides against it. Wait for the good shot. Good from a young player. I probably would have fired that myself, but again, Waller takes his man on the left, rotates back, kicks it to Haskett. Haskett from about downtown. And just there, good job there, though, from Conway to try and get that back up as the South Australian guys were flat-footed. But outside from 15 metres, Henry Haskett tried to fire that one. Good cut inside, and Waller just puts that one to the left. And back up there from Kieran. So Silky with the ball. Looks up, looks across. Nice take from Jack Waller. Kicks it back to Kieran Sandow. Just telling him that this is where I want you because this is where we're going to drive. Sandow just finding his spot. And you don't want to slide off that. Oh, just finds it. And Haskett will pick the ball up. And they'll reset again. Twisk up the top. Twisky up against his opponent. Gets his arms free. Fires across, and that's going to be Kieran just there with the backup. So South Australia putting some shots on the cage here. Kieran Sandow kicks it to Nathan Twisk. Twisk looks inside. Little pop out from Jack Waller. Just didn't quite have it, but South Australia recover the ball again. Kicks it over to Evans. Evans has been good already today. He's bringing others into the play. Sandow with the ball. Looks to get around. Looks up the top. Looks to Evans. Evans will fire, and he does, but just to the right of the cage again. Not troubling the keeper, actually, but just putting him wide. But certainly freeing their hands and getting those opportunities. So Twisk will bring the ball in. It's a good little two-man game down there with Sandow. Just picking up. Twisk steps inside. Pink goes the posts. Off the right, onto the left, and into the back of the net. And Twisky just found some space, and he puts that one away, and that's his second of the game. And South Australia's second of the quarter. They go out to an 11-0 lead here at the beautiful Women's Memorial playing fields here in the 2023 Lacrosse Australia National Championships. And we're pleased to be able to bring it to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network, this 1v4 game. And there's plenty of people online at the moment. Evan Locke asking, is this being played through YouTube? And it certainly is, Evan. It's good. He's probably sitting there and with the fire on in his 65-inch television, just waiting for YouTube to come through. But yes, it is going through the Australian Lacrosse Network on Facebook as we see another win here to Queensland. And good work there from just up the centre. We don't want that over and back. And that will go over and back, unfortunately. So that's going to be a South Australian ball. Fonseca just not quite finding his player here. Falepa looks inside, looks the other side. Newman looks to fire. Kieran Sandow will fire. Good save, though. Great save down low there from Harrington. Harrington finds Wada. So Takeshi will bring the ball up. And no damage done. Kicks that to Taylor. Taylor, he's been a goal scorer for the week too. He had a great box nationals, did Daniel Taylor. I reckon he got 5 in a game in one of the finals there. As we see Wallace, just great little backdoor cut, but good trail check there from Webber. And ball to be won, as it is won, and Watts will win that ball. And Cody will look to clear it. He goes quick. He looks to find his man, and an open man, and he hits him the other side. And Newman with space, but numbers back for Queensland. Kicks the ball down there to Sandow. Sorry, to Evans. Ball down to Ollie Walsh. Walsh now to Sandow. And Kieran kicks it back to Ollie. Nice little cut there from Twisky. Ball up to Falepa. Kicks it to Newman. Newman, he's got some pace and fires just to the right of the cage. That didn't miss by too much there from Jacob Newman. But ball backed up there from Walsh. Playing very open set here, and Walsh just stepped into the crease. No goal, and he tried to tiptoe the crease, but it came up on him very quickly, and Queensland will bring the ball out. Rocket kicks it back there to Harrington. Harrington, he's looking for an outlet here. There's an outlet on the back. Just tried to put him under pressure there, but Beck good enough to get that over there to Taylor, and Taylor will fire the ball over to Wada. And Wada will look for an opportunity here. So Takeshi Wada up against Polden. And Tom Polden guarding him. He's quick on his feet here is Wada. And he'll roll back, and he doesn't mind firing a shot when he has one, and that one's over the top of the cage. And just missed that one by about 1.5 feet over the top, but good roll back He has the ability to do that, does Takeshi. And under pressure on the outer side there. Oh, just good ball hold, but gets a great little check there from Weber. Weber's running down the ground, and Philippa, he didn't see him on the outer side here. We've got Waller, and looks inside, does, and that was a great save. I said Sean Philippa, he's done a little dance there. And a little bit of the tango, I'd say that one was, but a good save there from Harrington as he gets the ball back. But good ride here from Sean. Jackson closed with the ball. He will bring the ball over, but he's going to have to get someone to help him out there as King with Taylor, and King and Taylor will pick that one up. So Daniel Taylor kicks the ball back there to Shield. Shield looks down, finds Jordan Nelson. Back to Taylor. Taylor guarded by King. Looks to fire, does. Oh, puts it in the back of the net. And Taylor just up the top. A little bit of a fake, just step back, and good job there from Queensland. And as I said, Taylor has been a goal scorer for this team throughout the week, and he gets his first on the board. And that is an 11-1 game as we see Benji Newman and South Australia just experimenting a little through the face-off at the moment as Dan Taylor gets into the face. And 3 minutes to go in the second quarter here as we see Benji Newman up against the goal scorer, Daniel Taylor. Newman, Taylor, and that one might be stuck in the back of his stick. He needs to get that one out, and it could, no, good pop. And ball kicked over there to Nelson. Nelson kicks that ball down to Waldy. And Waldy gives it straight back to Nelson. Nelson, guarded by Nickel. Playing a little bit of defense down there, Brody, coming through the mid. Taylor, moving on his right. Kicks inside, nice trail check. Wallace, picks up the ball down the back, Mick. Wada, he will go left and he'll go right and he'll try to go good night. If he has an opportunity, just didn't find the man on the crease there. Opportunity for South Australia if they can pick the ball up. And that flag's up and flag height's up, and that's going to be a push for a 30-second there. And Brody Nickel will sit that 30-second penalty. So an opportunity here for Queensland in a man-up situation. And we'll see what they have for their man-up. So ball up the top with Walt. Kicks it to Wada. Wada, Fonseca to Beck. And down through X. Back to Wallace. And looking to just create something here. Movement starts now. Wallace comes in, looks up the top to Wada. Just need to move the ball a bit quicker here. Down the bottom to Wallace. Looks inside, just dropped it, and Cody will pick the ball up. And an opportunity to hit the box here, and there's the outlet. And that one is going to have to work very hard to get that one. Just missing that outlet. The old quarterback bomb, but as that penalty was being released, and if they'd managed to hit that, they were off to the races. And but just didn't quite happen, but that's all right. Opportunities will present. And ball in the hands there of Fonseca. Fonseca kicks the ball up. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Kicks it to Beck. Beck looks to go a little left, a little right, and we've got a timeout here called to Queensland with about 24 seconds to go in this second term. Looking to set something up for the last shot is the coaching staff of Queensland. And we will see what they bring to the table with that timeout. So about 24 seconds to go here. Taylor as the only goal scorer for Queensland. And maybe they're just drawing something up to get him a double on the board, or to get Queensland a double on the board. So South Australia, I'd say they'd be pretty happy with the situation at the moment, 11-1. But they'd certainly want to finish this half off at that score, and then come out and reset for the second half. But a little bit more time in the offence there for Queensland, that last half of the quarter, and certainly with some opportunities. Wada firing a ball over the top, and Taylor with a goal. So good to see Queensland down the back there in their offensive end. And let's see what they coaches have drawn up here as they come out into their about 24-second offense, and we'll see whether they can get a shot away here. So ball will start out with Wallace. Wallace kicks it to Fonseca. Fonseca has Nelson to his left. Nelson kicks that ball over to Beck. Beck kicks the ball down the bottom here to Wada. Wada looking to drive it to X, I'd say here, looking for some cutters, or one just popping off the crease. Wada looks up the top, fires, little touch there, I think, and gone out of bounds. And Fonseca with a shot. So very, very limited time in this second quarter. Wada looks up, looks to fire, pops, and good save there from Watts, right on the whistle. And that will end the first half here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. It is an 11-1 game, and South Australia very dominant in that first quarter. Just making some changes around the field with their second quarter. And we'll go through the goal scorers while I have an opportunity for Queensland. Dan Taylor with a good shot up the top corner, just pops it away. That is Queensland's only goal. And for South Australia, the goal scorers have been Brodie Nicol still with 1, Custerman with 1, Pike with 3, Evans with 2, Ollie Walsh with 1, Nathan Twisk 1 in each quarter for 2, and Kieran Sandow getting on the board as well with his first of the game. That should be 11-1. And it's good. And let's have a look and see who's online. It's good to see everyone early if you're in WA getting to watch this, but you'll be set for the next game, Victoria, WA. And Bev Levy says, good luck, Queensland. Great to see you compete in the championships. It's fantastic. And Linda Morrison says, good luck, go son. Edison, Ed Pike, obviously been playing a great week at the moment. Heaps of people on. Pete Taylor, Pete Taylor, Daniel, great to be watching you play for Queensland from home in Maryland, USA, from Dad. Big shout out to you, Pete. Glad you can join us on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And that goal he popped up in the top corner was very good. And Scotty Brooks is online, Chris Moffat online, Jakey Rosenthal. Edmund Locke says, thanks, Tony. Well, hopefully you are watching us live and free on the YouTube right now. Bev Levy says, well done, goalie. Great save, and did make a couple of good saves. Evan Locke says, well done, Queensland, getting on the board. Alexandra Louise says, let's go, Queensland. Bev Levy says, bad luck, number 5. PJ Ikp says, let's go, Queens. And Quan Lee Fong says, let's go Queensland as well. So keep your shout-outs coming. We'll try to get to as many as we can today. We've only got the 2 games, so it's sort of a bit of a warm-up for tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be bringing you lots of live and free action on the Australian Lacrosse Network as we bring finals day to you. It will be 1v2 and 1v2 in the men's and women's, and potentially 3-4, 3-4. So we will put a schedule up later today, potentially on the games that we will be covering. But we'll try to get you as much free live lacrosse at these 2023 National Championships as we can. And PJ Ikp says East Coast, best coast. Well, mate, it's probably warmer up on the East Coast, especially up the top of the East Coast right now. And Brian Perkins says keep going, SA. As the halftime break happens here, and we see some warm up here for Clint Barker in the cage. South Australia been changing their keepers on the halves, half-half. So 2 really good netminders there, and long time SA player Clint Barker and Brighton and North Adelaide keeper, and Garrett Briggs just warming him up, and a couple of replays on the screen there, and I reckon that was the last replay. And the Queensland guys just getting around each other over there. As I said, it's great to see Queensland down in the men's nationals, and obviously in the women's at the moment. We've got Queensland, New South Wales and Chinese Taipei, Taiwan. So great to see everyone down here at what is a very picturesque, and if you've seen some of the pictures coming through on the live feeds throughout the week, we have had a bit of rain and a bit of storm, but when it looks out to the west, especially in that night time, there's been some beautiful sunsets starting to appear, and we hope you're enjoying our coverage. Adam Barnes says Daniel Taylor, a great Melbourne lacrosse guy, and PJ Ipke, he's online, he loves it. Says Lax Rats out to play, hey? So, yeah, a little bit of half time and not long to go in this break. And we are looking forward to bringing you the next game, which will be Victoria and WA. And that's going to be a really interesting game. Victoria getting up 7-3, 7-4 the other day. But both sides certainly building into the tournament. And they are, I'm going to predict that one to be an absolute cracker today. And whoever wins that will go on to, at this stage, play South Australia. We can't call it too early, but in the final tomorrow. But South Australia certainly put their hand up at the moment to be part of that. And I believe in the women's, and the women's is being played up the top. I know South Australia were playing Chinese Taipei at 10 o'clock up there. We'll try and get you some score updates as we go. But if you've ever been down to the Women's Memorial playing fields here, it's on 3 levels, and they're actually playing up the top on the newly facilitated soccer field up there, which is beautiful turf up there at the moment. And the girls were looking like they were just, when I left upstairs, I think South Australia were up. Might have been 5-0 against Chinese Taipei, but great to see Chinese Taipei here for the championships. And they will take a lot out of that and the week. And I know that they've been loved their experience being here. Yeah, such a wonderful team. And very well looked after there by Sachi. But really good to see them here. So South Australia, Queensland, just getting ready to get back out onto the field. And there will be limited time left in this break. Maybe a couple of minutes. As South Australia just go about their warm-up. As we see the wall ball here happening over the back side with all the players and young lacrosse players, and not so young, some of them, out to have a throw around. And ball just... I'll tell you what else happened that quarter. Some flag height from one Shane Abbott, who will be finding himself over in the Worlds very shortly. And we wish they had the Blazer presentation last night here at the Sturt Lacrosse Club for the Aussie men. And we wish all the Aussie men travelling over to San Diego the very best in their campaign over there. And let's hope they just eat it up a little over there. And maybe, get a chance to play off for a medal, which will be fantastic. I know we'll all be up and about to watch those. All those games, I believe, are live and free on ESPN through 1 and 2. So keep an eye out for those games being played there. And I'm sure Lacrosse, or the Australian Lacrosse Network, will let you know. Will let you know exactly what is happening there as that goes. Ethan Buchanan is also watching. Alison Newman watching. Just watching Jacob out there at the moment. And ball is about to be set here for the third quarter. Clint Barker in the cage for South Australia. And ball into the middle. Falepa up against Taylor. Taylor just gets monstered, but oh, there he goes. That's a withholding call. And right on it is Shane Abbott. And stick upside down, loose, holding the ball. Will be a withholding call. And South Australia will take the ball. So Jack Waller picks the ball up, kicks it to Henry Haskett. Henry Haskett fires it down the back. Ollie Walsh kicks the ball over there. And back up. So Noah Haskett on the back corner for South Australia, getting a bit of a run here. Noah and his first men's senior championship. Few first senior national championships here is Henry Haskett. The brothers Haskett out there at the moment. Kicks it down to his brother Noah. And a bit of the Haskett connection. Looks to Waller. Waller, great cut. And pops that one away. And Jack Waller, that's a fantastic bit of leg speed there from Jack Waller. Finds the ball on the move. And manages to free the hand. Gets past his defender and pops that one away. And that's his first of the day in Waller, Jack Waller. So he gets on the board. And again, another one of those young SA guys that are through this team. And a lot of the teams bringing over some youth. I know WA's team has some really young players there too. Benji Newman up against Taylor again, or just loses his stick. But Newman under pressure. Ball to be won, and ball will be ground ball's king. And Waller picks up, loses his stick. There's a lot of sticks. That's about where you kick the ball in at that point. So, there's a interference call, and that will go South Australia's way. And Webber picks the ball up, finds Henry Haskett, and the ball, if it presents, has Tom Polden out on the outer side by himself. So Tom Polden, he doesn't mind firing a ball, looks down the bottom, misses Walsh. And there's a offside here, I believe, no? Yep, so an offside call here from Queensland. Just been picked up as the ball went loose. So South Australia will spend 30 seconds in a man up. And but that one probably should have been waved off if Ollie Walsh had caught that and put that in the back of the net. And Tommy Polden just firing it to him. So looks up the top. Haskett looks in, just misses his South Australian teammate in the middle, and that's a turnover. And I want to sharpen that up a little as we go into the finals. So ball with Queensland. And that is going to be in the stick of Sam Rocket. So Rocket looks, he's being chased here by Bartlett. Kicks it out there to Harrington. Harrington back over. Looks to Fonseca, or nearly intercepted there. And Fonseca with the ball, with the K-man on his tail, literally. And Fonseca just takes the ball out and reassesses. Taylor. Picked up by Custerman. Taylor, little bit of weight body there. Looks again and throws that one to Chippy's stick. Chippy says thanks very much, and outlet they go. And Jack Waller will bring the ball up. And Shane Webber coming to release Sean Falepa here on the boundary. Ball down the back. Kick to the Bartlett. Bartlett up to Falepa. Made him work for it, but great pick up there from Sean Falepa. Can't let him free his hands, because that's what happens when you don't engage that offensive player. Sean Falepa has the ability to rip top corners, as he did just then. And that defender will learn from that. You've got to step into that space and at least make him throw another pass, because allowing him to free the hands is just asking for trouble. And Sean Falepa gets his first of the game. And that was a good rip up the top corner there for Sean Filippa. And a couple of the younger players, again, Sean getting on the board. Jack Waller in this quarter. And back to the centre, we got Taylor up against Newman. Taylor, great pickup. He's going to be under a massive amount of pressure though here. Kicks that ball over, and here we go. Queensland with an opportunity. Kicks it to Wada, and just to take the ball in. And Brody Nickel just giving the defender a little one, saying, "Oi, this is not your spot. Go back to defence, young man." And Wada, as we see the subs coming on here for Queensland. Currently in the stick of Takeshi Wada. Here's Daniel Taylor on here. So I only had 5 on the field there, Queensland, for a little while. That's what they were waiting for Beck to sub on. Takeshi Wada up against Nickel. Wada, Nickel. Beck to his right. Just stalking there is Polden. Wada fires, pops out, and that's going to be a South Australian ball as Webber with a great backup there. Read that one best. Looks up the top, finds Polden again. He's been out to the races. He wants one too. He says, if Custerman gets one, I want one. Ball kicks down, pops it over, looks up the top. Finds Twisk with Nickel running down behind him. And ball up the top. Bartlett just loses the feet and the ball. And ball comes back. Oh, that could come off for South Australia. Good fighting there as we see the keeper pick the ball up, just getting pushed out of bounds. Good pick up there from Bartlett. Bartlett up the top. Looks to Polden, and there's going to be a flag here. So we're going to have a hold here on Noah Haskett. So he's deemed him to be holding the player. So it's going to be a 30-second penalty here for South Australia. So Queensland will have another man-up opportunity. And ball with Fonseca. So Aiden Fonseca. No, Taylor coming to take the ball. Fonseca just walking away from it. So 3-3 is the call from Queensland. So they're going to start at 3-3. We probably expect to see a little bit of a wheel here. So Wada kicks at Fonseca. Fonseca to Wada. He's got Taylor to Fonseca. Looks through and probably just want to get the easy passes to start this man up. So ball with Taylor. Taylor to Wada. To Fonseca. Over to Taylor. Taylor looks inside. Looks down the bottom corner to Beck. Good save there from Barker. Great save from Barker. Up to Haskett, and Haskett, he'll be off to the races. So Henry Haskett looks, fakes, looks down the bottom, and just again misses the handle there, does Ollie Walsh on the bottom corner. Could have had a couple himself. Ball coming back the other way. Fonseca just slightly behind him in the throw. And Fonseca brings the ball into offence. And South Australia, no damage done in that man up. Good save there from Barker. Ball down the back to Wallace. Michael Wallace looks inside, looks to feed. Good cut on the backside. Ball there to Fonseca. Up to Wada. Taylor picked up by Newman. There's a good young matchup. Oh, again, just fires and fires that one a little high. Newman just asking for the ward. But that's twice Taylor's put his defender on his bum right as he went to drive. So plenty of people crushing the crease here. As Wada, there's plenty of traffic in there. Wada, he doesn't mind turning and firing, and he does that a lot, that little question mark shot. And Wada just goes that on the right. So Takeshi with the ball, picked up by King. Again, he'll look. They've got 3 on the crease here. And ball is going to be out of bounds. That's going to be a South. Oh, there's a loose ball push. Good work there. Great work from Newman just to flick that back to Custerman, who kicks that to Newman. And Newman looks up, finds Haskett. And Haskett under pressure. Good little up check there. Oh, Toddy Bartlett just not even looking at his player down there. He's just fired the ball down the back corner. Ollie Walsh was about 2 metres away from that. I don't think Bartlett actually looked to see where he was throwing. So just a little bit untidy here and there as the ball comes back here to Fonseca. And Queensland with a bit of offence in this quarter. So I haven't troubled the keeper yet, but Fonseca picked up there by Filippa. Fonseca, just everyone watching, looks inside of Wallace. Good movement there from Wallace. Good work from Filippa. And that's and a flag called there. Oh, I'll tell you what, let him play. Not much in that one. Okay, so Sean Filippa being called for a push there. Wasn't much in that one, but the officials have deemed that unreasonable. So Queensland with another opportunity here for a man up. And just a bit of miscommunication, and Clint Barker with a good save. Good back up there from Nelson. Nelson looks down, and while they've got 2 men behind, they're and we see Jacob Newman, and he's got Polden on his left, so he can. Tom Polden can go. See, that's their flag there as well, and Shane Abbott all over that. Fires, good save. Tried to go the 5-hole, which closed up. And Bartlett, that's going to be a slash there. So Wada with the slash. So just reassessing. No. Okay, been called for a hold. No, it's got to be. Hang on, we'll get it right here in a minute. So yeah, okay. So Takeshi Wada with a slash for 1 minute, which was the correct call. There was lots of hand signals going on over here by the official, but there's a correct call has been made, and South Australia with a 1 minute man up. So ball to be won on the ground. Newman tries to win the ball. They just need to take the space and run this man up here. South Australia with an opportunity. Newman, good flick out. If he kicks the ball over Waller, there's another flag here for a late hit. So there's going to be a penalty on that play. Ball still to be won. Fires, pops, and Kieran Sandow says no. That one's going in the back of the net. And we'll see whether this penalty stands. Penalties cancelled, been called must have been a 30-second penalty on that. I saw him taken out of bounds there, and I don't think there was much in that either, to be honest. But Kieran Sandow with another goal for South Australia. And the score just out to a 14-1 lead at the moment. But Kieran gets his second goal of the game. And ball back in the middle. So Drenkel this time up against, and Twist picks the ball up under pressure and tiptoeing. Oh, good work there from Twist to at least keep it in. Finds the open space there, and that's a really good play there as Noah Haskett picks the ball up. Just found the open side, looks down to Walsh under pressure straight away, and that should be a loose ball push as well, but nothing called there. But South Australia picked the ball up anyway. And ball back up the top to Nickel. And we're going to have a time out here, charged to South Australia, as we're about, not long left in this third term. About 2 minutes potentially. And South Australia out to a 14-1 lead. And good to see South Australia rotating their younger players through this game, giving them opportunities into the offensive end. And but Queensland's certainly been putting up a fight this quarter, and good to see them getting in and on the cage. And I'll tell you what, let's get in and on our live stream. Let's see who's online at the moment. What have we got here? Scrolling down, Kyle Aylesworth is watching. Kyle, how are you, buddy? Hope you're enjoying the live stream here, mate. Hope the family's all well over in the United of the States and coming over for the World. So I don't know whether you're heading down that way, but might be able to catch up with you. Jacob Mellor's watching. What do we got here? Adam Barnes says Daniel Taylor. Oh, we read that one before. Ryan Gaspari's online. Nigel Morton's online. Kylie and Nick Clothier, great lacrosse people, watching online. David Eag, another online. Nicole Keesing, El Payne, g'day El. And Jade Mangan just watching at the moment. And 1:54 left on the clock to be exact. We hope you're enjoying the live stream here from the Australian Lacrosse Network in game one of the play-ins to the final. And South Australia with 1:54 to go. So ball, and they are in a even situation. So wide set here for South Australia. Kicks the ball down here to Noah Haskett. Noah Haskett looks up to Sean Filippa. Filippa to Bartlett. Bartlett down the bottom. Kicks that ball there to Nickel. Nickel driving up. Gets around his player. Fires. Oh, just to... was missing the cage, but the keeper stuck his stick out and found it in the middle. So an opportunity here for Queensland if they can pick the ball up. But Bartlett has other ideas. So Bartlett pops down. The Ollie Walsh is wide open and just misses him again. Just trying to force it here a little, South Australia. But that was certainly on if he'd managed to get the pass right. But Bartlett again, maybe the wet sticks are just playing a little bit of havoc out here at the moment, maybe just bagging. That's not a great ball into the centre of the field in any sport. But he does well there, Drinkall, to pick that ball up and get it out. And just under pressure. He's just parting the seas here at the moment, is Drinkall. And but can only get so far, and Webber comes back the other way. Finds Noah Haskett. About less than a minute to go in this third term. And Noah, 30 seconds to go exactly is the call. And Noah Haskett. So have South Australia another opportunity to try and put one in the back of the net here to finish off the third quarter. Henry Haskett certainly wants it up the top. So about 15 to go. Henry Haskett will have an opportunity here. Goes left, right, just gets past and fires that one over the top. And Haskett not troubling the keeper there. And that should just about 6 seconds, ball to be won, 5 seconds, and not going to be able to get the ball out here is Rocket, and needs a shot, but good work there from Sam Rocket to clear that South Australian offence, and South Australia just out to that 14-1 lead. And we might have a look at some replays here as the teams come into their three-quarter time break. And here we go. We see Jack Waller here just looked down, and Kieran Sandow said, thank you very much. If no one wants to come to me and I can get to about 10 metres, I am firing every time I get the opportunity. And we'll see that again, because that was just, you can see there, the defender not coming in on the bottom corner there. We had Brody Nickel. If that one hadn't come off, little pop down. So Queensland just having a bit of a conversation. And here we go. So ball came around the back here, looked up and fired. And that was Sean Filippa there. No, Jack Waller that was. So Jack Waller had that one. This is Sean Filippa. Sean just getting out, and that's that top shelf. Rattled the cookie jar there, did Sean Filippa. And just top corner. And we've seen this one 3 times now. So Kieran Sandow. But this is how much space you can give, and a good player like Kieran Sandow, Silky, doesn't need much of an opportunity. And he'll be glad we played that 3 times, Kiz. And he'll also be glad there was no inherent passes in that lead up to that, which gave him the opportunity to put that away. As you can see, the goal scorers on the board there. But South Australia comfortable at the moment here, 14-1, looking at going through to tomorrow's 1v2 final. But I'll tell you what, the game coming up next about 1:30 SA time, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 1:30 SA time. Will be between Victoria and WA, and that is going to be a cracker to see who will play South Australia in that final. South Australia haven't won a national championship final since 2014 down at the Woodville Hockey Club, I think it was, or the West Torrens Hockey Club. 2014, I know that because I coached in that one. So that was the last time South Australia have won, and one of the goalkeepers for South Australia was a young lad who actually did his hamstring that day before that national championship out on the field. So ball in here, and Filippa picks the ball out of the middle, kicks it there to Jacob Newman, to Kieran Sandow. Down to Noah Haskett. And Noah Haskett will kick it up to Ollie Walsh. And there we go. Ollie Walsh just trying to invert the shorty down to the back here is Ollie Walsh, and he gets the opportunity to do that. So quick on his feet is Ollie. Just tells Brody Nickel to escape and looks up. Oh, pops there. Twisk. And Jacob Newman, he's quick on his feet. Probably needed to keep on his right there in that drive. And ball picked up here by Conway. Conway under pressure, just fires it down the field. Looks, great pick up there from Tom Polden. Tom Polden gives it up to Noah Haskett. And here we go again. Ollie Walsh on the backside here. As if he just kept moving there, it would have opened up some space for this backside, but ball in the hands of Silky. So Kieran kicks the ball down the back, finds Jacob Newman, kicks the ball up here to Noah Haskett, and the ball will go around through Twisk to Walsh, and I'm saying Jacob Newman is going to drive here on a shorty. He's really good when he comes around. Good look on the other side, finds Nickel, looks up, finds the top to Twisk, and we've got a flag down with some great flag height there from Abbott. And really good opportunity. And we've got Jackson close and legal body for 1 minute there. Just as Nickel released that ball, just got bowled over. So South Australia with a 1 minute man up. And there's only 4 players at the moment. So South Australia, Queensland just trying to reassess. If they keep kicking the ball, this will open up. And Twisk, that will open up. And we're right behind that. And Twisky just down low says, thank you very much. No one wants to come to me. I'm going to put it by you. And Nathan Twisk gets his third of the game. And he will, I'll tell you what, he'd like that sort of space every time. Queensland just in the man up, had a shorty on. They were trying to get a longie on, only playing with 4 players at that point, and South Australia moved the ball to the point where Twisk was able to free his hands. And ball back in the centre here. So Taylor up against Benji. So Taylor with the ball in the back of the stick. He's been doing a good job in there, Taylor, as the ball kicks over there to Rocket, and Rocket tries to get those afterburners on, and he gets down into the offensive end, but kicks it to Takeshi Wada. And Wada, just with some space, picked up by K-Man. Ball up the top, kicks it to Brody Shield. Brody Shield tries to drive, still got a longie in there, and Rocket. Rocket, probably not the guy you want to be driving with the ball necessarily, as Wada, and might get under a bit of pressure here, but they both just dropped off him. So Rocket has an opportunity, kicks it down the back and just throws the ball. Gave no opportunity there for Dave Kay, and Dave Kay just had to stretch the hamstrings for that one, and Clint Barker will bring the ball out for South Australia. Kicks it over here to Ryle Custerman, who kicks it up to Bartlett, and good riding there, but not able to get it is Michael Wallace, and young Noah Haskett picks the ball up. Kicks it to Nickel. Bartlett just waiting on this outer side here as Waller gets the ball. There's the short stick matchup. So Waller with the shorties. So you've got Henry Haskett and Jack Waller. They've inverted, well, not inverted the shorties. They've got them both up the top. So they're just wondering, and Haskett just rolls past. And I tell you what, he just needs to put a ball on the cage, Henry. He's had plenty of opportunities, but pushing them wide. And but he's certainly getting his fair share of balls. So, yep, Noah Haskett looks up. Oh, great pickup, nearly. But just pops out there from Jack Waller. And ball coming back through Nelson. Nelson with space in front of him. Closed down by K-Man. Michael Wallace drops the ball. And ball coming back from K-Man. K-Man, he had an opportunity yesterday to try and put one away. He doesn't mind a shot when he gets one. Bartlett there. Good pick there from, and fires that one wide again. South Australia not troubling this keeper. Just putting them left and right of the cage at the moment. Ball up the top here with Bartlett. Walsh by himself, just which allows Bartlett to step in. And that's a hold called right on the spot. And Haskett, there we go, made him make a save. That one's on there. We're going to have a 30-second hold here for Jackson Close. Just wrapped him up, gave him a cuddle. And 30-second penalty. So we've just reassessing the ball. And we saw the last man up here. So Noah Haskett, he'll be hopeful that in that left-hand corner that he gets that same space Twiskey had. And he still has that space there, Noah. Good movement. Fires up over. Haskett to win the ball. And he does win the ball. Kicks the ball down the back. Kicks it to Sandow. Sandow, Bartlett looks up. He'll fire. Oh, no. Kicks it there to Henry Haskett. Henry Haskett rattling cookie jars up the top is Haskett. Finally gets one on the cage. And Henry Haskett will be happy to see that one go in. He's had a few shots up there and managed to just dial in the scope that time to get the top corner, and didn't give the keeper any opportunity. So Haskett gets on the board and gets his first. And South Australia just extending this lead out to 16-1. But good team offense there from South Australia. Penalty is cancelled, and Falepa with the ball wants to go forward with it. Has an opportunity, pits the ball up. And great pick up there from Sean. And if he drives here, needs to kick the ball down. And then sub, I'd say Louis. But good work there. Always trying to get an opportunity, the long sticks in their offensive set. And Sean Falepa came on. Hey, he's hungry. And ball down the back here to Kieran Sandow. Oh, good look. Haskett pops straight to the stick and got one straight in the middle of the back there as well with a late one. Ball to be won here. Popped up, good check, good chase. And South Australia picked the ball up. And if they push this, there's numbers here for South Australia. Just need to move the ball quickly. So they had numbers down here. If they'd gone through X, the cutters would have been coming. But just held up on the outer side there from Sandow. And Twisk with the ball. Noah Haskett. Twisky. He is looking for his defender to... no, just goes to the crease. Sandow. Ball down the back. Haskett just gets out the way. And little one popped over. Haskett on the right. No damage done. And the ball is down the back again. Sandow with the ball. So Sandow with the shorty on him. He won't mind this matchup as he rolls inside, looks up the top, but just misses the crease. Good work there from Falepa. Falepa takes his man up the top and looking to drive, goes left, goes right, and Good look down the bottom corner, but I reckon Brody Nickel was shooting that before he actually caught it on that bottom corner. And ball coming back, well, almost coming back, as Rocket just rockets that one out of bounds. And ball in the stick of Sandow. So Sandow up to Falepa. Got about 5.5 minutes to go in this last quarter here. And Brody Nickel up against the short. He looks inside and don't know what that just dropped that at his own feet then, Nickel. But good pressure there from Sandow. As ball just thrown up, he steps out of bounds. South Australian ball, good pressure. 3 red shirts chasing 1 black down the back there. And South Australia will take the ball and kicks it to Kieran Sandow. Sandow up to Falepa. Newman, little one, comes in. Newman sets up, goes right again. That's the one that free the hands. Nailed the defender straight in the back of the helmet. Jackson close, he'll be ringing some ears right there. And Falepa again with an opportunity up the top. Not there. Kicks the ball back down the back. Finds Sandow. Haskett just popping out. Nice little pop there from Haskett. Ball here with Twisk. He's already got one from that corner. Under pressure. Kicks the ball back up the top. Over the swing. Here we go. On the left. Looks at Falepa. Comes out. Just tries to take him. Looks inside. Twisk with the ball. Pops that one just to the right-hand side of that post. But back up there from Sandow. And Sandow with the ball and the backup. So Kieran. Again, he won't mind this matchup. Haskett by himself there, just to make him have a look. And ball back up the top. Newman with an opportunity. At pace. He's all right to get past. It looks down the back. Good play. Looks inside. Just Nickel misses the handle. Still on here from Twisk. Twisk steps up, looks up. Fakes there from Falepa. Looked inside. Bang. Pops that one away. Good feed there from Sean Falepa. Finds Jacob Newman. And a flag was down, but that flag will be waved off as it was a push in the middle there. And that was Jacob Newman with that goal. Great little feed from Sean Falepa. And Jacob Newman getting on the board for South Australia. That's his first of the day, and South Australia is sharing it around at the moment. And just sneak out a little bit further to a 17-1 lead. But good offense, just moving the ball around there. South Australia, ball back in the middle here. So Drinkle has picked up there from Mason Close. And Mason Close just loses the ball. And Kieran Sandow says, well, if you're going to lose the ball, I'm going to take the ball. And kicks the ball back down the back. So Ollie Walsh comes on the bench. The sun just bathed here at the Women's Memorial playing fields. And Haskett, we saw what his last shot did up that top corner. So Ollie Walsh here picking up the shorty, looking to drive. Gets around, frees his hands, fires, and good save inside. Good pick up from Nickel. Just in the crease, though, as he tried to pick that ball up. Good save there from Harrington. And kicked into the middle here to Fonseca. So Aiden brings the ball up. And he's guarded. And we're going to have a timeout here to Queensland with about 2 minutes, potentially 2 and a bit minutes to go in the fourth. And South Australia looking like they are booked their spot into the National Championship final for 2023 for the Lacrosse Australia National Championships. But who will they play? Will it be WA? Will it be Victoria? That will be yet to be decided. That's coming up next on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And we can't wait to bring you that live and free lacrosse. And just get online, see who's watching. Sean Clark, or should I say Australian Sharks. Sean Clark is watching. Shay Moat's watching. Debbie Hill. Hi, Deb. Riley Sunderland watching. Ethan Moyer. Callum Mortimer. G'day, Cal. Hope you're well, mate. Timmy Guyot's watching. Polly's watching. And Lockie Pridham and Joseph Pagliario. is also watching. And welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network. We hope you're enjoying the live and free action here. And it would look a picture at the moment as the sun is bathing. And I can tell you what, there's one man who is very pleased with that, and that's Mr. Peter Greenhouse, the president of the Sturt Lacrosse Club. He has seen enough water in the last 4 days that he'd probably start his own company. But this field has held up exceptionally well, and tell you what, all the volunteers, not only from the Sturt Lacrosse Club, but around the league have done a fantastic job here to bring these championships to you. And it will culminate tomorrow for finals day here. And we'll be bringing as much live and free lacrosse. And there is a 0% chance of rain tomorrow. So we like to hear that. And Queensland with an offensive opportunity here. So can they get another one on the board here? About 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And the ball kicked up there to Nelson. Nelson to Fonseca. Kicks it to Wallace. Wallace down the back to Wada. Wada picked up by K-Man. Back to Fonseca. And Louis just coming out on him. Ball down the back. Oh, drops the ball but gets inside. But Henry Haskett not allowing him to get past him. Ball down there to Taylor. Taylor back up to Nelson. Nelson looking, Taylor cuts through the centre there. Ball to Fonseca. Fonseca kicks it to Beck. Beck, little flip here to Wada. Just misses the flip to Wada. And K-Man, he doesn't miss the opportunity. He had one yesterday. He's got a man on here. Kicks it to Sandow. Sandow down to Haskett. Haskett unselfish. Very unselfish there, Noah Haskett. Could have put that one away, but found his teammate in Brody Nickel on the back corner. And that is a great take there from K-Man to bring that down and create that opportunity. But young Noah Haskett could have put his name on the board, but did not. Played the team game and found Brody Nickel. And Brody Nickel, and that's teammanship at its best there. An open net to shoot at, but made an extra pass, and Nickel puts that one away. So back to the face here. Taylor with the ball. He's been good in the face, and still ball to be won against Filippa. Filippa just flicked out there from Jacob Newman. Good Jacob Newman, great ground ball. Picked up by Fonseca. Fonseca just slips. King. Longies, they love being in offense, don't they? These long stickers. And ball with Nickel. Nickel, can he repay the favour to young Noah? So 30 seconds left in this game as Bartlett picks the ball up. And just needs to kick the ball to Filippa. Filippa just setting, looking, little flick. He's got Newman out here. Newman can drive and get another shot on the cage. Newman does. Steps around, looks, just loses the ball. Dives over the ball, and that will probably be and 10 seconds to go. Ball just dropped to the feet, and we got a flag, and Shane Abbott just throwing flags for fun at the moment with some height. Oh, he's going to get a cross check. So with less than 10 seconds to go, we're going to see Sean Filippa in the box. And Abbott, I think he just wanted to test that flag height for the Worlds, because he's looking forward to throwing a few over there, I'd say. So as the ball is just got an injured player who seems to be okay. And ball limited time in offense, and time out called with about 2 seconds to go in the game. 3 seconds to call. So I don't know what they're going to set up here in a 3 second, but use the timeouts while you've got them. You've got two of them. May as well get a little bit more screen time on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Why wouldn't you want more screen time here? And but it's great job here from Queensland. And Paul Kernahan says, go SA from the Yorks. Well, he did that quickly. Big shout out to Paulie K. He has been absolutely essential in getting this field up, and a big shout out to you, Paulie, because we saw what you were doing. I actually sent him a message yesterday while I was sitting behind the screen at home, watching him in the background just filling in a whole heap of sand with the guys out here, just trying to keep this field up to date. And Paul, I hope the amber fluid is just flowing, so you get a little bit of internal icing over there to give up what you've done for the week this week, mate. Great job from you. And Brian Perkins says, good job, Ryle, 1 goal. And Brian Perkins, well, he's watching from Mitchell Park. So big shout out to Brian Perkins from Mitchell Park. I could almost walk there, Brian. Actually, better still. And the whistle goes. Wasn't even watching. Apologies for that last 3 seconds. But South Australia finding their way into the 2023 Lacrosse Australia National Championship final. That is the first seed through, 18-1 against Queensland. But congratulations to Queensland. They have played some really good lacrosse across the week. And we look forward to seeing them play off in the 3-4 game tomorrow. So their job's not done yet, but who will they meet? Will they meet Victoria or will they meet WA? And we're yet to be seen. So the teams will line up now for their cheers, and then they'll line up for the MVPs of the game. And I'm just looking down here for the MVPs. I don't know. I think Daniel Taylor did a fantastic job for Queensland in the face there when he went in, and Fonseca had plenty of the ball as well, and the keeper Harrington did okay for South Australia. Oh look, there was plenty of people who were very good for South Australia. I think, yeah, I mean they iced the man in the middle, Garrett Briggs, after about quarter time or just before half time, and Sandow was good down there. I think some of the younger players certainly stood up. Young Jacob Newman, Jack Waller certainly got into it. Ollie Walsh in the first quarter, Henry Haskett, and young Todd, Noah Haskett, unselfish in that last one. Could have put his name on the board. I thought Tom Polden played really well, and potentially he's someone who could get the MVP here. I think Dan Evans brought everyone into play, and yeah, so plenty of good work there from South Australia, very across the board there. But good work also from Queensland, and it's fantastic to see them out here in the National Championships. As the boys just shake hands, and the great thing about lacrosse is as soon as this is finished and you step over the white line, we are family, and a bunch of blokes, they'll all be sitting together watching the next game, no doubt. And that's the greatest thing about this sport that we have, is it is like family. You get on there and you whack each other with a stick, and afterwards you tell each other that one hurt a little, and maybe have a well, not in the national championships when you're going into a final, but certainly after tomorrow you can have a quiet amber beverage and just have a chat. And we might just have a little look at some replays as we see here. And this is the one K-Man rushing down the field and kicks the ball over there to Sandown. Now Noah Haskett had every right to shoot that, but didn't, and gave it to Brody Nickel. And you love to see that from a young player, so unselfish. And this one, the ball down the back, kicks it over to Newman. Newman kicks down the bottom, and this is Twisky just down the bottom corner. And he doesn't need much space, Mr. Nathan Twisk, to put a ball away. Kieran Sandow down the back. He looks up. He's always looking. Bartlett looked over the top here, fires, and that was Henry Haskett just in the top corner. What a great camera angle too from our volunteers on the camera, from Kate. Ellie up there. And a little inside one there. That was a great pass there from Filippa to Jacob Newman. And Jacob Newman found his mark. And again, this one with Noah Haskett, just pops it down, and Brody Nickel with that one, as we see the MVPs happening. So we'll, who do you think should have the MVPs in this game? So, and we've got, just trying to pick that. Oh, that's, no. Okay, that's the keeper, yep. And I thought Harrington played a fantastic game. Let's see if I can keep my roll going. I reckon Tommy Polden maybe for South Australia. Had plenty of up and down the field in a game. And young Sean Filippo getting it well. He was well deserved too. Certainly brought a few people into the game. And he was, you know, one of those good young South Australian players who got it on the board. And we might go and have a look at some goal scorers maybe. We'll just have a look there. So for Queensland, there was only the one goal scorer. It was Daniel Taylor. He had one. And then on the South Australian side, we had Brodie Nicol with 2. Ryle Custerman with a long stick goal with 1 early in the first. And didn't really like that. Ed Pike with 3 and 1. Dan Evans with 2 and 1. Sean Filippo with 1 and 1. Noah Haskett with 1 assist. Henry Haskett with 1 goal. And I reckon Jack Waller had 1. Kieran Sandow had 2. Nathan Twisk had 3. And Henry Haskett, yeah. So there were plenty of goal scorers for South Australia on that particular game. And we might wrap it up here from the Australian Lacrosse Network. We can't wait to bring you the next game here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. WA and Victoria in a knockout game to see who plays in the final. And my name's been Tony Watts. Until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you very shortly.